they happy with the customers. They make the customer very happy, and they really enjoy a life like that. But I guess it's just not what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Okay. So this, I can't remember if it's in your bio on LinkedIn, but it says, Jesse firmly believes that great people create great value. That individuals grow by consistently contributing to that value. Can you talk about that?
Um, I am always a people person, and I know that very early on. I always have a lot of friends ever since I was a small girl. I always have a group of friends, big group of friends. When I was working, I always got along very well with my colleagues. And recently, I think in the last 2 years, I was put in the position of a manager, a team leader, where I have to take responsibility for other people' actions and work. And believe it or not, and I love it, but believe it or not, before I used to hate it so much. I used to want to be a solo player because I was very confident in what I do, the quality of my work. So I don't want to take up anybody else. I don't want to carry the weight of other people, and I would love to be um, solo player. Um, but my one of my previous manager, who is also my good friend and big brother, he told me two things. He told me that obviously, practically, if you want to move up in a company and you don't take a leadership role, it's impossible. Only very few um, only very few expertise allow you to do that as solo player. For example, if you're an engineer or if you're creative directors, uh, but not really, and especially not in commercial and sales. And the second thing is one person, doesn't matter how um, good that person is always capped by the capability of one person, which is 24 days, 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. Um, and if a person don't step up to transfer that knowledge and that skill set to other people, then at some point that person will fail to contribute more to the organization and the business. And I feel like everything he said is very true. And so I try it. But after he told me that, I tried because it's a logical thing to do. I still don't like it. But then uh, I see my teammates, they become better people. They do their work better. They receive compliment from the colleagues, the client. They make the hard things more tolerable. Uh, in my company, a lot of people don't really enjoy me being in the meeting room with them because I usually being very critical, but they love my team because they're genuinely sincere and nice people. And so that really helped the organization move forward. And that is something bring me a lot of joy and pride. And it took me very long to realize. And before, when I was a single salesperson, I usually said to every interviewer or every boss that doesn't matter how tough the sale is, doesn't matter um, how hard it is to talk to the client, as long as the manager said that, hey, I understand, I got this. I know that you're trying. I know that the customers might not be the best person, might not be angels today, but keep up what you're doing. As long as I got recognitions from my manager, then I think it doesn't matter how tough the job is. And then I became the manager. And interestingly, my teammate, they actually come to me and tell me that it's okay. It's a tough situation and you did what you could and we see it. And we will try to do what we can to help you um, solve the problem. And it's really the other way around, and it's very heartwarming. And I see the genuine willpower to become better, to help other people, to really provide value from those people. And I think is the single most important reason why is keep me trying as hard in my job.
So you kind of already answered this question, but in the past, how have you dealt with teammates or people in general like who were not so great, right?
Mm,
Like they kind of like they never met the standard. They always like miss a sales quota. There's a challenge to work with, you know. Like
um,
I always have problem dealing with those kind of people. That's one of my weaknesses, right?
I think no one's want to come to work or put themselves out there in any social situation and context and do a bad job. Genuinely, everybody would want to achieve good things or fulfill a job if they can. If a person really failed to do it, there usually a reason behind it. But if the person really intentionally slack off on a job, it happens. So there's two way where you can handle the situation where someone really try, but they could not deliver, especially in sale. Whether it's a product problem, are they confident about product? Whether it's a skill set problem where there's nothing wrong with the product, but they cannot have the good way to approach the customers, or whether it's the experience problem. For example, it's like stage fright. When you talk to your friend, you're very comfortable, very communicative, but when you talk to strangers, sometimes you just caught up and you got shied away from the conversation. And usually it's one of the three problem with the person who really try but cannot deliver. And I would try to help the person with either one or three. If it doesn't work out, sometimes it does not. Sometimes the person try, but it took so much energy of them to talk to people and try to close a sale that and at the end of the day, they got very tired from a job and they don't find joy in a job. And I would advise the person to do something else.
Okay. So your last job was you were head of commercial at CloudX.